First of all, thanks everybody for coming. This is a great opportunity for everybody to get down, see the downtown rocker shop. I think Marlon and his staff have done a great job, and so glad the university has a presence downtown, a great storefront down here. So thanks to everybody for coming out. Fan Cheryl's given us some burritos today, great burritos to enjoy. And of course, talking basketball today. Hardrocker women went on the road with the men last week. Went down to Regis and Chadron State, and went 1-1 on the road. I thought that was a great weekend, and to evaluate it, we'll start with the women's side. Welcome up head coach Ryan Larsen.
Thanks everybody. This is a great spot down here, Marlon. Appreciate you having us and great turnout. Yeah, on the road last weekend, opened up the conference, 3 straight road games. As a coach, you're always praying for that split, which we did. But we had a realistic chance to go 2-0 on that road swing at Regis. And Friday night, we just kind of very similar to Black Hill State. Shot really poorly from the free throw line. Overall, just barely over 40% field goal percentage for the game. In the first half is what really kind of killed us there. Regis, to their credit, they started out really fast, played good basketball, and kind of punched us right away before we could recover. And to their credit, they made some shots that normally we don't see them make. So they got out to a fast start, and we kept battling. Outscored them in the second quarter, and then really had a good chance to start the third quarter. Came out, we got 4 stops right in a row, and played excellent defense. But just on the other end, we couldn't get anything to fall. And we played a much better offensive second half Friday night, but that third quarter kind of killed us there. But I tell you what, we give our kids a ton of credit. We really buckled down that fourth quarter, and we made the game really interesting. We turned them over a number of times. I think we scored 23 fourth quarter points, and made it very interesting, and they were scared. They made some free throws down the stretch to ice it, but we never stopped battling. And, that's one thing I'm really proud of this team right now. If you paid attention, you haven't heard me talk about effort at all. We have really competed every day in practice and in a lot of our games. I'm really proud of the fact that I can say that with this team right now. We've really had a great week of practice this week. During a tough week, obviously finals week, but we really got after it. And that showed Saturday. We fixed some things offensively Saturday. A lot of times Friday night we would make a pass and we're just standing and watching. And we have a tendency to do that. Make a post feed down to Megan, and everybody stand and watch her work out. We got to keep moving. We got to keep executing offensively to get some better shots. And that was one thing we executed offensively Friday night. We were extremely hard to guard. You'll see some clips here later. Probably some of our best offensive possessions that we've had in a while. Give a lot of credit to our kids Saturday. Chadron's a good team. Chadron beat Regis the week before, and hard to guard. They were really athletic. They got a young lady, Make a Dash. She is a big, strong woman. We did a good job on guarding her and turning her over. And their guards just really get to the basket and score very well. We did a great job defensively, but offensively is what I'm kind of focused on Saturday night, because they did a good job of guarding Megan, our leading scorer, who's averaging 15 a game. Megan was in foul trouble both nights, and she only ended up with 5 points on Saturday, but we still cracked 70 as a team. That's a really good sign for us. When they can hold our offensive player well under her average, and we can still crack 70, that's a good sign. And that's a sign as a coach that, man, you're playing good offense, you're running good stuff, and you're hard to guard. And watching the film, it really dawned on me that in the years past, even early this year, we weren't necessarily scoring out of our set plays. And man, we really executed our sets down the stretch there in that second half, and either we got a great look or we scored the basket. So that was fun to see as a coach. Your kids just really executing, and that's the hard work that we're putting into practice right now. So I'm very pleased with us offensively right now, and that continued into this week. We're shooting the ball well. We're moving better offensively. We're finding our scoring options, and we want 5 weapons on the floor at all times. And we do have that now. We got every lineup that we have in there. We got a weapon on the court somewhere where one of our kids is going to score the ball, and that's just good offense. So I'm very pleased about that. I do kind of wish this was on Tuesday yet, because we play tomorrow, and as you can tell, I'm a little antsy right now. Tuesday's a lot more relaxed, but we play tomorrow. We've got a good Western New Mexico team coming in. Yeah, we talked about opponents that are hard to guard. This team is hard to guard. They got a big, strong post down low, who's really physical, and then they got 3 guards that they can go either hand. They can make all kinds of shots if it's getting to the rim, shooting threes or pull-up jumpers, and they just have a scheme offensively that is tough to guard. We got a good game plan in. Coach Paul has this scout, and it's an aggressive defensive game plan. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to executing. We talked about being aggressive and dictating on the defensive end. If we can pull this scheme off, we should really hold them in check. But good team tomorrow night. They're just very wildly athletic and can make all kinds of shots. We're going to have our hands full. But and again, if we can execute our defensive game plan, then continue to play the way we have been offensively, carry that over from Saturday and the week's practice that we have, I'm going to feel really good about it. We got some clips here, Andrew, from Saturday night. This is our first possession of the game. Alexis Long initiates our offense right here. Again, you can see the ball movement that we have here, just good strong cuts. This is something that we talked about. A little bit under ball screens, lets you in play, and just being aggressive right away. That's a good tremendous play by Alexis there. Here we turn them over, and just simple basketball. That's a great wing advance. Nicholas Stacy doing a good job running right down the middle of the floor. That's simple basketball. You can score that way. That was a kind of backbreaker for that defense. Here's a tremendous offensive possession for us. Watch the ball move. Watch this cut the screen. That's a thing of beauty right there. Another good possession here. Let's see it swing. That ball moves and you are hard to guard. Cross screen here to place a post. Kelly Peterson is kind of doing what she does. Kelly has tremendous game on that. Double. Very good double. That's a big deal. That's just a testament to how hard she plays. Really, another good offensive possession here for us. Actually, this is one of our shot clock set. We call this hit. Alexis is kind of master of this right now. Get back to Taylor Milstead. That was a big play for us right there. And this one right here, great defensive play by Taylor. This was the dagger. This is one that put a bow on the game for us right there. So that's a good win for us down Shatter, and very, very pleased with getting a split on the road. I'll tell you what though, it's great to be at home. We've been gone for a while now. We haven't had a chance to play in the big blue floor. I know our kids are really fired up to be home. I tell you what, in conference play you have to protect your home court. You just have to. And if there's a way we can find a way to get 2 this weekend, we are back in the mix of things right away. And that's our focus. Obviously it starts tomorrow night with a very good Western New Mexico team, and then Saturday afternoon with Highlands, who's no joke either. So anytime you got a conference game, you got to be at your best, and I feel very good about the way we're playing right now. We have a guest here today, Alexis Long. Before I introduce Alexi here, because it'll take me a while, just how much she means to me. Any questions for me about games last weekend, games coming up? Nothing? All right.
Injuries, anything?
What's that?
Any injuries, everybody playing, ready to go?
Well, Mackenzie is still out with a stress fracture. That's going to be another 5 weeks probably. We're missing her depth-wise on the perimeter, that's for sure. Taylor did sprain her ankle the other day. We held her out. She practiced again today, so we expect her to be back. Starting lineup tomorrow, no doubt about it. Stacy Hall, I tell you what, she's just kind of catching the brunt of some things right now. She's kind of has a knee issue, and this morning she woke up with pink eye. I don't know. I'm kind of questioning her roommates right now, what she's got going on. But we got her into the urgent care right away, so she's on an antibiotic. She'll be fine. We need Stacy out there. But other than that, other than pink eye right now and a sore ankle, yeah, we're fine. And just your regular bumps and bruises. But got Alexis Long here, one of our senior captains. It's been just an absolute joy coaching this kid for 3 years. Her heart is as big as this building. Just what she brings to us. I saw it. I'm big on the Twitter. If you guys don't know, follow me. But I love reading stuff on Twitter. If it's news articles, stuff about coaching or inspirational stuff like that. And there's a tweet the other day about your basketball players being, or your players in general being leaders, and how it defined this particular tweet. Defined a leader was first to make eye contact, first to talk up in a drill, first person to be in a drill, and all those stuff, and bang, I just automatically thought of Lexi. She means a tremendous amount to this team. She's by far our best defender. She sets the tone for us there, and she's getting her jump shot back to her right now as well. So it's great. She's just been an outstanding representative of our program the last 3 years. I'm excited to coach her the rest of this year. Alexis Long, come on up.
She's a heck of a babysitter too, in case anybody needs babysitting.
I'm just going to do some background on myself and we'll get to some basketball. I'm Alexis Long, like you said. I'm from New Hope, Minnesota, and I'm studying chemical engineering. In my senior year, so it's my 4th year here, and it's just been such a privilege to be on the women's basketball team and be able to get my degree here. I've just really enjoyed all of it. This year, as seniors, Devin and I decided to take kind of lighter class loads so we could really enjoy our senior year of basketball with all the stress and so many all-nighters and whatever it is. And so it's really cool. We've not had to study all night every night. We even watched a few movies here and there, so that's really fun. And then I've been able to be involved in some other things too, like Fellowship of Christian Athletes and Engineers and Scientists Abroad. And this year I got to be a co-chair of M Week, our homecoming week, with Dustin Dunn from Triangle. So that was kind of cool to hang out with some people, get outside of the athlete bubble and kind of get stuck in a little bit. But now on to basketball. This year has been such a fun year. I don't know if you've seen us play, especially when we're playing well. We're just a fun team to play on, and it's just really cool how well we click and we all get along and just have a great time as a team, and how much we all want to compete and get better every day. I don't know. I think it's better this year than ever before. I don't know if it's because we're a little deeper or whatever it is. Just every day, everybody comes in, and I feel like we're really getting better day in and day out. So that's been really awesome. And then coming off our win at Shadron, we're really excited. Had a good game there, and we're looking forward to beating up on the New Mexico team this weekend. So. That's it. Any questions?
Where is New Hope?
New Hope is a suburb, northwestern suburb of Minneapolis.
How's the trip down to Denver? With the new conference, you probably have a lot of trips to Denver. So how does that compare to what you've seen? I guess as an independent, it's kind of nasty too. But does it seem reasonable, or is it still a pretty long trip?
I kind of went relatively quick. We've had, between flights and layovers and missed flights or whatever it is, and long 14, 15-hour drives, it was nothing in my opinion. So I thought it was good.
Any idea what you're going to do after your college days?
Yep, so I'm hoping to get my master's next year, and then I go in the industry. So I have an internship this summer at Barrick Gold in Nevada, and we'll see where it goes.
What are you going to do with all your money?
I know. Get back to the program.
Stay in touch.
Anything else for Lexi?
You got any Coach Larsen stories? Fun stories?
Too many.
One special story?
I wish I could think of one from this year, but my favorite still is last year. We imitated it at the end of our season. We made videos to make fun of Coach. One time he just jumped up in his classic, from the squat all the way up and down again, and he ripped his pants.
He's got a pretty good vertical.
Oh, yes. You should see him after he makes a half quarter. His day is made, his week is made after that.
So pretty spry, all right.
Yeah, oh yeah. He gets there.
Thanks. That's a common theme, Coach, is everybody saying you're ripping your pants. I don't know if it's gonna come up again. I would guess it might.
Yeah, I'm guessing it will. Bigger pants.
And Alexis had a great answer to what she's going to do after graduation. Just went out. I want to invite Coach Henry up here. He just got done with practice. I don't even think he was able to eat lunch or anything. We're just putting him through the grind here. So welcome up. The men also went 1-1, lost to Regis, but beat Shattern the next day. Welcome up, Jason Henry.
God forbid if I miss a meal, I'll tell you that. All right, first and foremost, before we get going with anything, just got to put a little. All right, so we went down and we played this weekend. Want to call it 2 games. Any questions on the Regis game? All right, so Shattern, we definitely played a little bit better. You know, we came in with finals going on and all those kind of things, and we're not about excuses. We've talked about that for 2 and 3 years now, that, you know what, this is the hand we're dealt. We got to go play. You know, kind of the same thing that week. We had guys that had to move all their Thursday, Friday finals to this week, which probably doesn't help either, but we actually spent an extra day on Regis than we would usually do. Thought we were prepared, thought we were ready to go, and just did not show up on especially on the offensive end. You know, you give up 1,332 points or whatever it was in that game. You're obviously not doing very good on the defensive side, but honestly on the offensive side is why that happened. You know, we had 14 turnovers in the first half. We shot on 1 pass and let it go and didn't make any of them, all those kind of things. So to turn that back around on Saturday, I've never been as proud of a group of guys since being here, especially since it's at Shattern, where I know how hard it is. I've been here, whatever, it's been 14 years now, and I remember with Coach Welsh, at least 6-7 years prior to me getting here. I know he always talked about how hard it was to play down there and that kind of stuff. And not only, and I've told a lot of people this, not only do you go down there and get beat, you get beat bad. I mean, it's a hard place to play. It's you know, dingy gym and all this kind of stuff. Well, now they got this brand new arena, and you know, we're 1-0 in it. So we're excited about that side of it. But I didn't know how the guys were going to respond, and they came out ready to go. Their mental toughness and their mental focus was there, and did some things on the offensive side that we didn't do against Regis, but as important on the defensive side. And honestly, our defense wasn't a lot better, you know, and honestly, it probably wasn't any better than against Regis. So it tells you there definitely is 2 ends of the floor as far as what we need to take care of. So we're excited about that, excited about the guys. They were very excited after the game, as they should be, to win. And I got here halfway through Ryan's, so I was only here 25 minutes ago, I guess, but I but in the RMAC, at any conference, and in any college basketball nowadays, and it goes for football, and it goes for soccer, and it goes for volleyball, I mean, everything, it's so hard to win. And for our guys to win on the road and to go 2-1 on 3 road games to start the year. I told Nate this the other day, is, wow, geez, good weekend, and, you know, Regis, blah, 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 but to bounce back, all that stuff. Bottom line is we're 2-1 on the road. Now, I know he talked about you got to win your games at home to be able to make the playoffs, split on the road, those kind of things, but we're 2-1 after the first 2 weeks. Basically, there's 1 undefeated team in the RMAC for us. It's Highlands that we play on Saturday. Other than that, you know, it's going to be a jumbled mess, I think, all year. So we definitely have to defend our home court at this weekend. This weekend coming in, we do have Western New Mexico that is struggling as far as the wins and losses go. But like Coach Glenn, it's his scout today, and he's telling the guys, and this is 100% the facts of it all, they've lost so many games, not so many, 4 or 5 games down the stretch this year, where they've been in them. They had leads in the second half against a Pueblo team who's picked to finish in the top couple, and they definitely will. They beat Tarleton those teams that we talked about last year. They beat Tarleton, Midwestern. Midwestern's number 2 in the country. Tarleton was number 1 in the country at the time. They beat those 2 teams, and Western New Mexico is right with them. So we're going to have our hands full both nights. Like I said, with the Highlands game, very, very athletic guys. Long, they go across the board, 6'7" to 6'10", but long, lanky guys, and then a big, strong physical post. That's another 6'10" guy in there as well. But you know, they make you go to the basket. They block a lot of shots. They're very athletic guys, and like I said, they're the only undefeated team right now in the conference. So it's a big weekend for us, but more importantly, we got to come out with that mental toughness that we just didn't have again today at practice. Been 2 days where we've kind of been lackadaisical and not overly focused, and hopefully we can snap out of that. You know, if we want to blame it on this or blame it on that, bottom line is we can't do finals anymore because that's over. You know, they finished a couple of them because of yesterday's started late. A few of them had a chemistry final, I believe, this morning, but as of tomorrow, we're done with finals, so we can't do much about it anymore. I guess we can cry about it and beg the professors or something if we can get maybe a little higher grade. I don't know what we can do with that. Bottom line is we can't do much about it anymore. Now we can concentrate on basketball. Mom and Dad will be there waiting for us when we get home in a couple days. They're not going anywhere either, so we can really concentrate on this weekend. Before I get going and talk about Eric here, any questions on this past weekend or the weekend coming up? Before I get to the clips that I knew I was going to have. Any questions for me for next weekend or this weekend? Okay, all right, we'll show you the clips real quick then. There's a Regis clip. Woo! All right, Brian goes baseline, and Brian Orr did have a pretty good game scoring-wise. He ended up with 20 in that game. We played a lot of guys. We were down 15 at half, and then came out and turned it over 4 times to start the second half. So we got in too big a deficit right off the bat, but it got us a chance. I guess maybe that was a blessing in disguise because we got to the shattering game and got a chance to get some rest and those kind of things. Now Marco, he made a play right there. That was basically the reason why we had a chance in the first half. We started out slow again in the first half, and Marco, he's a kid that's been hurt basically other than the first game of the year, starting to finally get healthy, and he had 9 rebounds, which is, you know, he's a double-double guy for us to be competitive night in, night out. He has to get his 10, 12 points a game, 9, 10 rebounds a game, and he got 9 rebounds in this, and that's what he's got to go. Go to Connor again here. Great rip. Go baseline hard. He's another steady guy for us right now with, I think he's averaging almost 20 points a game, right at 9 rebounds. He's another one that's got to be a double-double guy for us and just works his tail off. But like I said, to see Marco do the things in the shattering game was huge for us. There's just no question about it. Not having him these first 5, 6 games healthy, it's really, we're a different team with him, but he made some hustle plays. Wasn't even his rebounding or scoring and that kind of thing. Just made a couple hustle plays in the first half. That was the difference for us to be right there. So to have some of those guys back, we still got a couple injuries. We'll make it through or get them through Christmas break here with Wenzel's thumb and then Joe's so-called back, I guess, backside as much as anything. But hopefully we'll have those guys back just out the second semester and be ready to go full strength with the finishing of the conference season. So. All right. Yes.
You want to explain your little friend there?
Oh, I have something up here. All right. This is my trophy from Dr. Coach Lucan's ugly sweater contest that we had on Monday, Tuesday? Monday. We had a little thing with our athletic department, just a social gathering, Christmas party, whatever we want to call it. And it's a pretty cool deal around here. You know, there's not a lot of athletic departments. You know, nothing against football and stuff, but football is its whole own little world in a lot of places. Gee, I'm getting to the good part. With football, the football guys, and they're usually bigger staffs and, you know, all those kind of things. And to have them as big a part of our, you know, athletic department and that kind of thing is a huge deal. And but as well as the soccer and the volleyball, that we were all there, and just a chance to hang out. And then we did have a competition in there too, that the ugly sweater, which this is first place. It does stay on there. So I was able to win it this year. I'm still in denial from 2 years ago. I had by far the ugliest sweater, but I did not win, so I was in protest last year and I didn't participate. That's what this is for. First place, ugliest sweater, reigning champion. I'll put Eric up here real quick. Eric's been with us now for a few years. He's going to be a senior, not graduating until next year. In IE, he'll talk about some of that stuff. But in a little different role than he's had in the past. He's now even in the starting role, but whether he's starting or not, he's going to be a huge contributor to our program at the point guard spot. We tried moving him over to the wing last year to start the year. Honestly, that's probably a good spot for him, and he might get some time there this year. But bottom line is, right now we need him at the point guard spot. He's taking care of the ball, except for today at practice. But I only have one turnover. It's somebody else's fault all the time, right? But he does a great job for us. And just if he's under control on the offensive side, it's great. Where he really impacts the game is on the defensive side. He's got quick hands, he's got quick feet, and he can literally change a game when it comes to that side of the ball. So we're excited to have him in our program. We're going to definitely miss him. Got a great attitude, got a great smile, and a great guy in the classroom as well. So we'll bring Eric up, and I'll let you.
Like Coach said, I'm Eric Seaberry. I'm a senior on the court. I guess I have 2 more semesters after this one's over, so I'm almost done in the classroom as well. But, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Go Browns, go Cavs, go Indians. Every team from Cleveland, we're the best in every sport. I participate in outside of basketball because I just don't do basketball at schoolwork. I'm in NSB, the National Society of Black Engineers, one of the bigger organizations in the country, and we have a convention every March, and I mean it's a pretty big deal. So I enjoy going to that. I enjoy participating with that. I do a lot of volunteering and stuff. I mean, I saw Coach downtown one time. He saw me while I was painting a window and asked me what I was doing. Asked me if I was Picasso or something. But outside of that, going to basketball, I played on a lot of different teams, and it's something about this team that I really I enjoy, especially about what happened last week. And I know Coach is mad that we took a loss against Regis, but I mean, we have a chemistry off the court to the point where we can take a loss like that, and then we can come back in a game like Shadron. I mean, I played at Shadron before in that little dingy gym too. I mean, it was a hard game for me. I was just like, wow, these guys are crazy. So I mean, for us to come back and get a win like that, playing them close the whole game, and to actually finish the game out, I mean, I see a lot what we can really do in this conference. I mean, that's what excites me the most about our team this year. So I mean, we do have a lot of potential, but it's sometimes, like Coach said, we have some lackadaisical practices. But I mean, we just keep working on that. We get that taken care of, and everything will take care of itself. So that's about it. Coach, I won't talk long.
Questions for Eric?
Yes.
I'm sure you and Coach have sat down, looked at film, and Coach said you're a good defensive player. And we've had our moments with teams just getting hot on us from the three-point line. What do you see as a player that we need to do to get better to defend the three?
What do I see as a player?
How we get better at defending the three?
Honestly, I think, well, it depends. Like, if one certain player gets hot, I think, I wasn't going to tell him this in the game, but I told him he should just kind of let me face guard him. And just kind of, I won't let him touch the ball. If he does, it'll be enough to the point where you don't let him touch the ball. He's not going to touch the ball. But, I mean, in all seriousness, if a team gets hot from the three-point line, we just got to, I mean, most of the time, this last weekend, our game plan was, they're going to shoot some bad shots, they're going to shoot some threes, but we can't let them get a part of the lane as well, because if they're hitting threes and they're getting into the lane and getting those buckets too, then that's just what's adding up on top of each other. So it's kind of like some of the times it's like kind of a pick your poison with a team that shoots like that, but I mean, that guy he just caught fire. I mean, he hit 10 threes, so I mean, like I said, in that case, just let me face fire.
We got that covered.
Any other questions?
What are your plans when you're through with school?
Oh, I guess my favorite plan of preference would be, cause I did this past summer, I had an internship at Parker Hannafin in a division in Cleveland. So I was working and I was living at home too, not paying any extra rent or anything. So and they really enjoyed me. So they're talking about, we want you to come back next summer if you can. So I mean, and they do have a program where like if you maintain a C average or whatever, then they'll reimburse you academically while you're working. So I mean, my plan with that would be to like kind of go the business management way in terms of a master's, so I can have like, you know, the economical side as well as the engineering side, so I can be really well rounded, so I can probably work my way to the, you know, somewhat top of a company. So, that's plan number 8.
So are the Browns that good?
Yes.
Okay.
Then you need to watch some tape, bro.
They lost a lot of tight games.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you.
I like plan number 1, staying at home, you don't have to pay rent. Not bad. Okay, a couple things to tell you about. Up on the stand here, preview of the weekend tomorrow night. Doubleheader 5:30, 7:30. If you bring a toy for Toys for Tots, you get in free. So we're doing a Toys for Tots drive, and that's both nights. So that's either night, bring a toy either night, Friday or Saturday. Toys for Tots will donate those. And I want to tell you about the Hardrocker Rivalry Package again. The combo ticket I'll promote. Remember, our next home game after this weekend will be at the Barnett Arena at the Civic Center on January 8th. So we don't play all the way at home until January 8th. So get your tickets for Shattern and Black Hill State together. That's the best deal. You can go to gotmine.com. They're ready to go, right? Are they up there? Okay. Gotmine.com is a great place to do it. Courtside seating, reserve seating, general admission, all right there. So we'll send out more information, continue to do that. We'll give you some this weekend at the games. And then we're doing a raffle for free golf at Red Rock, Strider Bikes, a night stay and dinner at the Cambria Hotel. So doing a raffle as well for the January 8th game at the Civic Center as well, all right? Thanks everybody for coming. Have a great week. Oh, one more.
Are those available for purchase today?
The raffle tickets?
Yeah.
I hope so.
They are.
Are they? Okay. Raffle tickets are available. So night stay, free golf at Red Rock with cart, like 5 rounds, and Strider bikes for a little kid that needs a Strider bike. I have them. They're really, really good. So buy your raffle tickets, and we'll see you tomorrow night and Saturday. Carter?
How are we doing on that food drive against Black Hill State?
I think
we don't want to lose
200 and some.
200 some odd pounds down, so you guys all need to step up and bring canned food with y'all when you come to the game on the 24th.
We've got a food drive. That's February 24th, so we've got a little while to talk about that, but we are behind for the food drive, so we'll remind that at a later date as well. Bring your toys this weekend. Enjoy some great hoops.
What time are the games Saturday?
5:30 and 7:30 Friday, 3:30 and 5:30 Saturday. That's a good reminder, Mitch. 3:30 and 5:30 on Saturday, and a little earlier start on Saturday. Anything else?
Can you bring food to other games besides the Black Hill game?
I think you probably can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just find me a break to it. That'd be good.
If you want to bring food, you can bring it.
Anita does have tickets for sale up front as well.
Raffle tickets, right?
Real
Oh,
tickets.
game tickets.
Game tickets too, yeah.
Okay, these tickets?
Yep.
Okay. So they can get them through the Civic Center or through us?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yep.
You can get them through the Civic Center or through us. No, oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm forgetting everything. I had to write this down. No luncheons over the next 2 weeks. So we got Christmas and New Year's in there. We're not going to have any luncheon next week or the next week. Our next luncheon will be in 2016. This is a great place to come, though. Again, thanks to Marlon, thanks to Pancheros, thanks to you all for coming down. Have a great weekend. We'll see you out at the King Center.